The first time I saw it happen was in Paris, tiny boutique hotel near the river. Lights all soft and romantic. I'm at the front desk when an overconfident dad in cargo shorts slaps his key card down and says, "Your system is wrong. I've fixed hotel locks before." Yeah, naturally. He's been here 8 minutes. He marches upstairs, swipes, nothing happens. So he starts jamming the card in the actual gap of the door. I go up to help, and he goes, "See, the slot should be vertical, like in real hotels." I slide the card once, the light turns green, door clicks open. His wife just walks past him and whispers, "Don't worry, honey, maybe the next country will be real." In Kyoto, little ryokan down a quiet lane, paper walls, and the faint smell of tatami everywhere. A wellness Karen in floaty linen stands in the hallway, frowning at the room tablet that controls everything. She tells me, "Your energy is blocked because this interface isn't intuitive to Western nervous systems." Sure, thanks, Dr. Wi-Fi. She taps random kanji, plunges her room into darkness, then gasps, "You see? The building is resisting me." The owner calmly presses one button, lights return. Aircon hums back to life. He bows and says, "The spirit of the room prefers simple touch." Yeah, even the thermostat had better boundaries than she did. In Berlin, huge business hotel near the Hauptbahnhof, all glass and chrome and regret. A business consultant in a tucked-in polo is standing at the elevator, holding his key card up to the floor buttons like he's scanning a badge at the office. Nothing happens. He sighs and goes, "See, this is why European hotels lack scalability." I point to the card reader on the panel. He taps it once, suddenly all the floor buttons light up. He nods like he just closed a deal and says, "You should centralize access permissions. I can help if you like." The elevator doors close on his pitch. Bro, even the lift refused his consulting package. In Barcelona, old apartment building turned into a boutique stay, which is code for the elevator has seen war. I'm waiting on the stairs when a college bro with a backwards cap is arguing with the ancient metal gate. He keeps shouting, "Dude, it's not ADA compliant, open up!" He doesn't realize you have to pull the gate fully shut before the elevator moves. A tiny grandma from the third floor leans over the railing and yells something in Catalan. Then she shuffles down, slams the gate closed with one smooth move, and the elevator jolts to life. Bro just whispers, "She speed ran the tutorial." Yeah, grandma just unlocked a new level of humiliation. In Dubai, giant tower hotel, where the lobby looks like a spaceship that sells brunch. A retired rich couple in matching pastel golf outfits is at reception, waving 2 phones and 3 key cards. The husband complains, "Your keys keep deactivating every time I put them next to my credit cards. That's not very premium." The clerk calmly says, "Sir, that's how magnetic strips work." He scoffs, "Not in Florida." Behind him, a kid hears that and just slowly presses his forehead to the marble. The clerk recodes the card and adds, "Our doors work everywhere, even not in Florida." Honestly, that line had more frequent flyer miles than they did. In Seoul, clean business hotel attached to a subway station, carpet so quiet you feel guilty for existing. A patriot uncle in an eagle hoodie stares at the room's keycard power slot like it's a trap. He tells his wife, "They're trying to control when we use electricity, all right? That's communism by lighting." He refuses to put the card in. So the room stays dark, aircon off, nothing charging. Finally, he calls the front desk to complain, "The room is dead." I walk up, slide the card into the slot, everything whirs to life at once. His wife just goes, "Look, honey, freedom came with a nightlight." Yeah, the circuit had more common sense than his speech. In Rome, creaky guest house with keys that look like they were forged during the Renaissance. A TikTok travel expert is filming herself in the hallway, jangling this massive iron key. Guys, they gave me a vintage, aesthetic, door lock, so extra, she says, while twisting it the wrong way for a full minute. The door doesn't budge. She huffs. Italian doors just don't respect creators. The owner walks up, flips the key once in the opposite direction. Door swings open, like it's been waiting all afternoon. He says it respects people who listen. She lowers the phone a little. Even the hinge creaked in judgment on the way in. In Mexico City, hipster hotel in Roma with keypads instead of keys because of course. A loud Texas guy in a big belt buckle has been given the code 2023. He punches in 0223 over and over, door blinking red like it's filing a complaint. He mutters, "They probably used metric numbers. That's why it's wrong." I'm in the hallway like, "Sir, what?" I casually say, "Try starting with the 2. He does. The lock flashes green, door pops. He goes, "See? It just needed a confident touch." No man, it needed second grade math. The keypad beeped one last time like it was sighing in binary. In Bangkok, riverside hotel with a ferry dock, lobby smelling like lemongrass and jet lag. A cruise tourist with a bright lanyard is at the front desk, holding a key card and a printed voucher. "This key doesn't open my room or the boat," she complains. The clerk explains gently that the key is only for the room, not transportation, and the voucher is for the boat. She blinks and goes, "So, why can't you just make one universal key somewhere in the back?" An IT guy silently screams. The clerk smiles and says, "We tried. It's called money." Honestly, capitalism has never sounded so tired. In Reykjavik, tiny guest house where the wind rattles the windows like it's checking in too. A minimalist adventurer with a tiny backpack and huge ego stands outside, turning the wrong key in the wrong door because all Nordic architecture looks the same. He keeps saying, "I read you don't really lock things here." Inside, an old lady is absolutely calling the owner. I walk up and point at the number on his key, then at the door 2 units down. He says, "Ah, cultural nuance, I love that." No, dude, it's room numbers. The correct door opened so fast it felt personally offended. In Marrakesh, Riyadh hidden behind a plain wooden door that might as well be a portal. A honeymoon couple from Florida is standing in the alley, turning the brass knob like it owes them a refund. The keyhole is above it, huge and obvious. He grumbles, "They should really modernize this. It's confusing for guests." A kid from the next shop walks over, silently takes the key, and pops the door open in one practiced motion. The Riyadh owner appears smiling. The charm is the key, not the lock. Yeah, that building just out-romanticed their whole trip. In Singapore, fancy hotel attached to a mall, elevators smarter than half the guests. A backpack bro with fresh patches all over his bag keeps tapping his room key on random walls near the lift. "Somewhere here is the hidden NFC panel," he tells his friend, like it's a side quest. After watching this for a full minute, a cleaner walks past, presses the clearly labeled button, then scans her staff card properly. Elevator arrives. She doesn't even break stride. Bro whispers, "Ah, insider knowledge." "Sir," it literally said, "scan here." Even the floor indicator sounded sarcastic when it dinged. In Athens, cheap hotel on a hill where the real cardio is your luggage. A movie fanatic in a superhero t-shirt keeps dramatically swiping his keycard like it's a spy movie access badge. He even does the little beep sound himself. Door stays red. He turns to me in the hallway and says, "They don't get cinematic language here." I take the card, flip it around so the magnetic strip faces the reader, swipe once, green light, click. I hand it back and say, "The lock prefers subtitles." He just nods like he's learned a new genre. In Nairobi, business hotel near a roundabout where the traffic never sleeps. A business consultant on vacation is at reception. PowerPoint voice fully loaded. Your keycard failure rate is unacceptable for user experience, he tells the clerk, like he's billing by the word. He's been keeping a tally of every time he demagnetized his card by shoving it next to his phone. The clerk listens, then says, "Sir, if you stop putting the key inside your phone case, the failure rate is 0. Consultant pauses, recalculates his whole life, and quietly asks for a new card. Sometimes the harshest slide deck is 1 sentence long. In Lisbon, old tiled staircase leading up to a guest house where nothing is level but everything is pretty. A first-time traveler sits on the top step near her door, almost crying. Keycard in one hand, suitcase handle in the other. It hates me, she says, staring at the little red light. I ask how many times she's changed rooms. 3, she sniffles. They said each key only works once. Yeah, absolutely not. Nah. I walk her down, the owner explains it's the same card, just reprogrammed. He walks back up with her, swipes it once, door opens like a hug. She laughs through tears. Sometimes the real key is someone explaining how any of this works. In Prague, tall, narrow hotel near the old town. Stairs designed by someone who hated knees. A freedom guy in mirrored sunglasses is annoyed the elevator requires a keycard to reach higher floors. So you're restricting vertical freedom now? He tells the night clerk. He keeps waving the card near the wrong panel, slapping the emergency phone button instead. The clerk joins him, gently presses the card to the small reader, clearly marked with a key icon. Elevator accepts it immediately. The building just wants to know you're really staying here, the clerk says. Yeah, even the fire alarm was tired of his monologue. In Cape Town, seaside hotel, where the lobby smells like ocean and spilled cocktails. A bargain hunter in a money belt is convinced the digital safe in his room is a scam. He keeps punching in 4 different pins, then yanking on the handle before it finishes locking. See? It's rigged. It never opens twice, he tells me. I ask what his code is. He leans in and says, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I never forget. I press reset, set it, open it, close it, open it again. Works fine. The trick, I say, is listening when the beep stops. Honestly, the safe had more patience than his bank. In Istanbul, old hotel near a tram line, doors carved like something from a history book. A wellness influencer in a cloud-like robe is convinced the key card is interrupting her aura. She says, in Bali, I only used wooden keys carved by local elders. Here, she keeps holding the card to her forehead first, then to the lock, hoping intention will sync them. The door's light stays red, deeply unimpressed. The receptionist walks up, takes the card, taps it once, green. Our elder is the programmer, he says with a straight face. Even her chakras had to laugh at that one. In Hanoi, narrow hotel stacked above a noodle shop, lobby the size of a closet. A complainer dad with a baseball cap is furious because his key card expires exactly at noon on checkout day. What if I want to leave at 12:05? Is that illegal now? He asks. The receptionist calmly says, we can add 1 more hour if you ask. He keeps ranting about customer-centric design while his kids are already in the taxi. Finally, the receptionist just reactivates the card, hands it back and says, now you have until 12:06, sir. Bro, even the door rolled its eyes when it unlocked. In Stockholm, minimalist hotel where everything is white, quiet, and sort of judging you. A Florida man. Variant in flip-flops keeps trying to use Apple Pay on his room door. He double-clicks the side button, holds his phone up, waits, then sighs. They're not ready for the future. His actual key card is still tucked into the little cardboard sleeve in his pocket. I point to it. He laughs. Oh, analog backup, nice. He finally swipes it, light turns green. See, I intimidated it with the phone first, he says. Sure, man. Whatever lets you sleep under those judgmental Scandinavian lamps. In Buenos Aires' Tango District Hotel, where even the hallways feel like they're picking a soundtrack. A movie fanatic is convinced his keycard has run out of swipes like film reels. He tells his girlfriend, these old buildings, they don't understand modern narratives. He's been dragging the card slowly through the slot, like he's editing a VHS tape. I take it, swipe it quickly once. Door pops open. You were stuck in the director's cut, I tell him. He nods solemnly, like I just explained cinema history, and walks in. Sometimes the only plot twist you need is speed. In Zurich, business hotel where the carpets are quiet and the breakfast is brutally efficient. A business consultant 2.0 is trying to optimize his entire stay by keeping his key card in the slot while he's gone, so the power never turns off. He's built a little stack of brochures to prop the door locked open while he sneaks another card into the slot. Housekeeping walks by, removes the card, closes the door, resets everything in 3 seconds flat. When he returns to his dark room, he marches to the desk with a flow chart sketched on the hotel notepad. The manager just says, "Sir, the system already works." Yeah. Sometimes the only thing that got optimized was his ego. In London, old townhouse hotel with crooked floors and thin walls that have heard everything. A first-time traveler 2.0 keeps locking herself out because she leaves the key hanging on the inside of the door. She tells me, "At home, my door knows me. It just opens." Here she's on her 4th trip to the front desk. The night porter follows her back up, shows her how to hold the handle up while turning the old brass key, then not leave it inside. Door finally opens smooth. He smiles and says, "In this building, you introduce yourself every time." Honestly, that was the most British way to say, "It's not the door, love, it's you."